Welcome to the Boardwalk on the Harmony of the Seas in May of 2022. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick from Oakland Travel, and the ship is on its way back to Port Canaveral from Basseterre, St. Kitts, and Nevis. It was the last stop on the cruise, and so now we've got some sea days ahead of us on our way back to Florida. And at this point in the cruise, it's 5 o'clock-ish in the afternoon, 5:30, something like that. My wife and I got separated because during the sail away from Basseterre, I wanted to be up on deck 16 recording the sail away video for the best view. And she was down here on deck 6 watching the Aqua Theater show. And so we sort of agreed to kind of just meet up later on. And so once the show was over, I came down here looking for her, and she was out wandering other parts of the ship. And so right here at the moment in the video, I'm just kind of like sort of looking for her, but also just kind of roaming around and recording some video. And the Boardwalk area there on the Oasis class ships, always a popular place. It's kind of cool to see an Aqua Theater show back there. And they use the Aqua Theater for a couple of other things too. As a matter of fact, on this particular cruise, they held the Captain's Corner back there, which was not necessarily the best place because there were some incredibly inconsiderate people that were in the area towards the back of the Aqua Theater when that was going on, and it was really hard to hear the captain. And then on top of that, they didn't do a very good situation with the microphones, and some of the officers on the ship didn't speak up very well. And so it's but it was kind of cool to have it there in the Aqua Theater because most of the time when they do the Captain's Corner, they do it in the theater inside the ship. So I guess it was kind of cool to see it outdoors in the Aqua Theater. But so I mentioned Basseterre, there it is. This was Maria recording this on her cell phone. We're about half an hour out of port at this, when this was recorded. So we're still sort of, very slowly working our way around St. Kitts and Nevis, around the island. But, so you can see it here. Beautiful island. We did a very interesting shore excursion here. We'd never been here before. And this was one of the main attractions for this cruise, was to visit St. Kitts and Nevis because it was on that list of places to go in the Caribbean that we'd never been to before. And we did a shore excursion where you get on a train and you ride around the island, and you've got a guide on there that's kind of telling you about the island and pointing out stuff. And they were, doing drinks and things like that. They had like some wait hostesses on the train that were, taking care of you and things like that. And then they did like a little performance on the train with some dancers, and it was a pretty entertaining experience overall. So as I mentioned, looking for Maria, I am back up on deck 16 thinking maybe she's up here. And, we could have communicated by phone probably, but, there was no real rush. Kind of a beautiful afternoon, and, we're just now, out of port and everything. And so she's kind of wandering around the ship, just checking things out, doing her own thing. And I'm kind of doing the same thing here, just wandering around, recording video and stuff. We eventually meet up at one of the bars here in a little while. Sail away. And so now we're trying to get connected back up.